All right, I can hear everything. Press mouse button to enter the manor. Save game, save game, save game. What the? This save slot is empty. You can begin a new game. Let's go.
Stop. You're not getting anywhere with this, von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
Huh, that's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
Uh-oh. That's my
You know,
MO.
Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling it at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
God!
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready.
What happened in Rome?
With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened the shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
What the
Von Borchert! Von Borchert!
Bomborchert.
Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Dude. Let's act? Cause she's your mom, sure. Yeah, beat Adam up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
For God's sake, Louis, I told you to let me do it. Let me see.
You know, I was in control of the situation, Mother.
Oh, tell that to your nose. It's because of this kind of reaction that I prefer to work alone.
You ought to learn to trust me, Mother. You know, can't you be happy for once? We finally cracked the Von Borchert case.
He was just a middleman. He would have been more useful alive. How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me. You're much more important than you can ever imagine. Right, let's go now.
This is by Big Bad Wolf Games, and I think this is their first, as far as I can tell. It's gonna be episodic. You should be able to dash game info for more. We can test the bot out. We can test out Bot Roast. Focus Home Interactive and Cyanide. They were the publishers. Big Bad Wolf Studio. There we go. Oh, it's mod only. I don't know what you did.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up Von Burchart's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
The Mad Ones. I'm expecting this to be like this, like Victorian era, like.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed
House
to
on
leave
Haunted
you.
Hill shit. I don't know.
In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think about it.
Contrary to what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
This game just came out.
Duchess. We find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh, no. We have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Well, I am here for personal reasons.
Your Eminence, with all due respect, I prefer to keep my reasons for coming here to myself. I promise, it has nothing to do with the legendary party that you all appear to be preparing for.
I believe what you will, my son. However, everything is related to the legendary parties organized by our host.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that, Cardinal.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
The Council delivers a fresh new take on the narrative adventure where your choices and character growth truly matter. Make hard-hitting decisions, develop an array of skills, and directly impact how the story unfolds. With permanent, long-lasting consequences, there is no going back. Plunge into a tale of intrigue and manipulation in the style of a classic murder mystery, living with a cast of alluring characters, each hiding their own dark secrets. Trust no one while uncovering dire truths, no matter the cost to mind and body. The Council's first episode, The Mad Ones, which is what we're playing right now, arrives on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC on March 13th. That's today. The complete season will include a total of 5 episodes. More information is at thecouncil/game.com. I don't have a game info for this, but looks like Fizz maybe got one going, so you can dash game info and help him test the bot. The new bot, the bot roast. Just don't overload it, you know. I'll put that in the title. Hang on.
Jesus. Broken chicken.
Type dash game info for info. Alright. Sweet. Alright. Did I make a character in this game? No, I'm playing this dude. I'm playing this fucking dude who looks like Damien from the Vampire Diaries. If he got, like, compressed. Okay. I'm gonna go... Let's turn back to this lady.
And you, Duchess?
After this awkward
you seem to be
silence.
quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if you find me overly curious, young man.
I was thinking that too,
I
side
did
rail.
not mean to cause you any embarrassment. Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. The Cardinal?
Too much
the
information.
Duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Ah! Uh-oh.
Are you all right?
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
What the fuck?
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah. No one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't. No.
This saucy
No!
fellow. Oh! Okay.
Sarah, but you will pay.
You.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you just go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes.
You need
I'm sorry.
to give me
I'm sure,
a
yes.
minute.
Fine.
We just met, didn't we? I'm glad that you're like super caring and like altruistic and stuff. Leave me alone for like 5 minutes.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly.
Okay, this is you
Am I
got
going crazy or what?
you got this weird
This
Oedipus
can't be
thing going
real.
on.
The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me? for
Use that
God's
to
sake?
control camera.
Absolutely need to find your
WASD.
mother.
Part of me really wants to just hook up a controller and like kick back. Every time I try to do that in a game though, it's like the worst decision I've ever had. I'm gonna do it though, hang on. Please work. I don't think it's gonna work. Oh, there it is. Nice. Go up to the manor. All right.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but
Have a good
we've
one,
met
Sorbet.
before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
My class, okay. I could have been up to some diplomacy. The diplomat shines in society. A talented speaker, he avoids faux pas, and he can convince those with whom he is talking without offending them. Politics is his field of predilection. The occultist, which is obviously probably what I'm going to choose, is a master of deception, convinced of the importance of knowledge. He has acquired extensive expertise in science and the arts. Using others to achieve his own ends does not bother him. Or the detective. I like this one too. Excels in investigation. He is trained to notice every detail in his surroundings as well as in people he questions. A hands-on man, he does not shy away from the direct approach. That describes me pretty well, actually. Skills: questioning, vigilance, psychology, agility, and logic. Those sound cool. But would I be true to myself, or would I be, like, true to my role play? I'm thinking I'm gonna take off or this ankle brace during the day sometimes. Take that motherfucker off. Okay. What do you guys think? You like to manipulate? I'm truly torn here. That's why I ask. And I don't want to know for I don't want to know for like a gameplay perspective. I just want to know what you guys think would be the best. There is... Wait a minute. I think it's a thing in the background. It looks like the detective line is like lower by like a hair. It's driving me crazy. Mr. Crowley or Cole Phelps, yeah. An occultist detective. A lot of people are saying occultist. A couple people are saying detective. It's kind of, See, actually, I would probably, like, if this were me IRL, I'd be detective. Right, Chain? It looks lower by, like, a hair, and it's driving me crazy. Oh, we read Diplomat. Politics, etiquette, linguistics, conviction, and diversion. I was just talking about how I took public speaking in college, and I love linguistics. The rest of that doesn't really... I guess I'm a diplomatic person. Well, that's where I'm torn. That's why I'm asking you guys. Detective? I think we're gonna go with detective. You can get... Choosing a class defines your basic skills. The other skills will still be available, but unlocking them will be more expensive. Well, then let's go with detective. Choose your skills. 3 available points. Detective unlocks questioning, vigilance, logic, psychology, and agility. You have 7 effort points. You passed, granted 1 skill point to conviction and 1 to manipulate. Oh, so I put some in, like, both. Huh. They're more expensive, though. I see what it's doing. I see kind of what it's doing. Vigilance, questioning, psychology, agility, and logic. My true brain lives in logic, psychology, and questioning. I'm gonna go with this. Just spread them all out. There we go. Oh.
Well, over the last few years I solved a number of crime cases. Like the chauffeurs d'orgères, for example. Thieves that torture their victims with burning embers.
Charming.
Chauffeur
How did you
d'orgères.
catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of 2 people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Not at all, so lie to her. No, let's say not at all sorry.
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London?
No, sorry. I don't remember.
In the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I am so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
Your
secret ingredient is...
What's up, Anthro? Your skills allow you to discover hidden details. Select the object that is most suggestive of the situation in order to discover them. Opportunities do not consume effort points. To access the skill required for the situation, you just need to have unlocked it. Okay.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
That's perceptive. Each person you meet on the island has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Exploiting their personality is crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skills used against immunities will not succeed and leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploited vulnerabilities will give you 1 effort point back. Review immunities and vulnerabilities in the journal tab in your menu. Okay.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
We'll go here in a sec.
See, Louis, everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
Everybody knows my mom.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily.
Yikes.
But you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
You obtain talents when carrying out certain actions. Remember to review their unlock conditions and effects, as they offer very interesting improvements. Well, let's take a look. We got a map. My journal. Emily Hillsborough is an English duchess close to the English crown. Very discreet about her origins, Emily only came onto the political scene after her wedding. That some qualified as a marriage of interest to an old English aristocrat on the decline. Libertarian, modern, but discreet, she has taken it upon herself to establish close ties with her peers. In a few years, she has become the favorite diplomat of the Queen, which is what probably prompted her Prime Minister William Pitt to take her as a private secretary, thus provoking much suspicion and jealousy. As a regular visitor, Emily accepted Sir Gregory Holmes' invitation to come to Lord Mortimer's Island because for nothing in the world would she miss one of these famed receptions. Alright, and this is me. The only son of Sarah, Louis Moraz de Richet, is a young Parisian aristocrat. Ever since he was a young child, Louis moved in his mother's circles, and so it was natural that on his 14th birthday he entered the Golden Order, the secret society headed by Sarah Precocious. Louis progressed quickly at her side, despite the daily treatment his mother prescribed for his chronic migraines. He climbed the ladder until he was able to assist his mother in occult cases, for which he was particularly talented. As time went by, he became shaped in the image that his mother had held for him. Everything pointed to one day young Louis becoming the head of the Golden Order. Pagagi, Giuseppe. We haven't discovered this guy yet. His Eminence of the Cardinal, Giuseppe Piaggi, is a legate of Pope Pius the Sixth. A distinguished speaker, Giuseppe Piaggi worked throughout his career to serve the principles of the Roman Catholic Church. A man of science and amateur philosopher, he quickly caught the ear of the Pope, who discreetly named him Cardinal in pectore. He was thus able to use this relationship of trust to help Pius VI in his difficult mission of guiding the faithful. Invited by Sir Gregory Holm, Piaggi is delighted to meet his old friend Mortimer, in order to represent the interests of the Holy See. And my mother, de Richet. Sarah Faustine de Richet is a rich French aristocrat. 34 years ago, Sarah took over one of the most important secret societies, the Golden Order. A woman of strong will, Sarah endeavored to infiltrate the highest circles of society. Politics, trade transactions, secrets of state, or paranormal spheres, the Order had an eye over everything. One of the biggest areas of growth that Sarah brought to the Order was the development of its branches in America, Europe, and Central Africa, not to mention the expansion of her occult section, which she took care of personally. Since he was just a boy, Sarah has been preparing her son Louis to become the new face of the Golden Order. All right. The Art of Knowing People by Their Philosophy. We've got a book, we've got Emily's Handkerchief, we've got Mortimer's Invitation. Dear Monsieur de Richet, I am writing to you to express my embarrassment regarding the situation in which I find myself. As you probably know, I had invited your mother, Sarah de Richet, to join me on my island several weeks ago. We had projects in common regarding your order. Her stay was going smoothly until yesterday, when your mother suddenly disappeared. I do not want to over-worry you, but I would like you to join me as soon as possible, so we can shed some light on this mystery. Please accept, sir, the expression of my highest consideration. Yours sincerely, your Lord William Mortimer, Marquis of Westfordshire. Wait. I can't do anything with that. Okay. Her initials are eh. That's my character development. My talents. Increase your effort points pool by 1. Cool. My traits. I have a charismatic presence. I'm scarred because I acted against my mother, and I'm a detective. All right. I just had to check it out.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet, delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Where's Lord Mortimer?
I have an appointment with Lord Mortimer. Would you be so kind as to lead me to him?
Unfortunately, sir, I cannot. I don't know exactly where my master is. But rest assured, sir, everyone is waiting for you at the manor. Sir Holm insists on welcoming you in person. Since your mother went missing, everyone has been concerned about finding her.
Who is Sir Holm?
A close friend of Lord Mortimer's. Please, rest assured, sir, it won't take us long to find your revered mother. Indeed, we are searching the quays again because lights were seen at the wharf just last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, None of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Your skills give you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher your skill level, the lower cost in effort points. Browse your skills by using the character tab in the menu. Have you found anything?
And did you find anything then?
We discovered a certain amount of damage, sir, on the wooden part of the wharf.
What type of damage?
Broken barrels, mainly. We'll do whatever is necessary to have them rapidly repaired. But quite frankly, I can't imagine what Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
What could Mother have been doing with barrels?
Nevertheless, our search of the wharf hasn't been entirely unsuccessful, though.
What do you mean?
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The
Great.
handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here. Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Give me the handkerchief. I'll take care of it.
Give me the handkerchief. I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but...
Invited by your master.
No, of course, but...
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are.
That was just straight bully.
Now. There is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
I just bullied the hell out of you.
Bruh.
Yeah.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
What is this? Hang on.
A Latin inscription. En nessis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
Oh man, my occultism is locked. I need to know.
There's no way I'm leaving without finding out about Mother.
Yeah. Let's look for more. Let's look for more info around here. I don't buy it just yet.
Hey, there's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest.
It's newer. Let's examine it.
Somebody replaced it recently. But it looks like it's fixed pretty solidly in place. It's going to be tough to rip it out of here.
Do it. Rip it. Rip the skin!
There we go. Let's see what's hidden inside. There's a book and also a bag. The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time. And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
Clearly, they sacrificed her to an elder god. Manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during the adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain permanent skill points. That's very cool.
Let's look inside the bag. A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder. An iron key completely rusted.
Take the fucking key, dude.
You never know. It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it.
How about,
Bottom of the bag is covered in black powder.
It's kind of weird.
Shit. Those are definitely my mother's things. I recognize her hairpins. This bag smells of her perfume. A piece of soap, some oils, and her powder puff. What does all this mean?
It means you have a weird thing with your mom, kinda. I don't know, man.
Some fruit, a piece of bacon, and some bread.
I keep bacon in my
Fruit's still firm.
I keep bacon in my purse
Bread's a
too.
bit stale.
Yeah.
From the smell, this food's been here roughly 2 days. And if it's rationed, there's enough left to last 2 more days. Right. Just in case, I'll take it all. I'll give it back to Mother when I see her.
It's gonna take the whole bag.
Crying out loud. Why did you hide supplies in the middle of nowhere, Mother? I don't know what's going on here, but you obviously feel like you're in danger.
The key?
It's locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
You have a key?
There we are.
Yikes. Well, so far it's kind of playing like a Sherlock Holmes game, but a bit more in depth, which is really cool. Royal Jelly restores 2 effort points. You cannot carry more than 5.
This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful.
Yeah. Amber fragments. You just found one. Each time you pick up 4 of them, you increase your maximum effort points by 1.
A fragment of amber. This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels.
Fragment of Amber is like a fucking the name of like a B-side for Dave Matthews. Let's examine the broken.
What have we here? It's cannon powder. It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. Apparently, someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear Mother, and quickly too.
Yeah, a fragment of Amber. Damn. Royal Jelly?
Must be an incredible view from up there.
It looks great.
Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away. This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
We don't need to snoop.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Just lots of royal jelly over here. Supplements.
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time. Let's see what's hidden inside.
Let's find a clue.
Ah, one of the letters is stamped with the seal of the Order. And I recognize your handwriting anywhere, Mother. But who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois? Who are you writing to? I don't recognize the name. Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richet.
what is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You never talk to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who's this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up?
Godoy.
Think. Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does that name sound so familiar?
Politics are locked. That sort of like tells me that it would be.
I'm guessing he's a man of some importance. Spanish,
Yeah.
I'd say. But just can't put a face to him.
I don't know.
Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
I'm curious as to why it would
let's
even.
go through this. My mother's been hiding pieces of bread between the rotten boards of a wharf in the middle of the night. That's not normal. And if that weren't enough, looks now like she's armed. Meanwhile, she also takes the time to send out letters, reassuring whoever might be interested that she's having a fabulous time here.
Yeah.
So odd. So very odd. And that's not even all I've noticed. But maybe I ought to move on to the manor now. They'll be waiting for me. At least I hope so.
I want to look through this
what's
again.
hidden inside.
Yeah.
Let's look.
I don't know if this matters.
It's too badly written, I can't make out the address.
Let's commit a federal offense here. Did I pick this one up already?
It's too badly written, I
did.
I can't make out the address.
The Carl Corey one can stay there.
The address is 50 Bedford Square, London. An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently.
It's kind of weird to me that it shows the options that are locked to me. Because it feels like those... I mean, it's too early to tell. There's got to be a reason for that. We'll see.
Probably a Dutchman.
Okay.
This envelope is meant for the Vatican. This name sounds familiar.
I need to unlock occultism.
Hush. No. Can't seem to place it.
Go back to the first set of letters.
The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me. It's about time the Order sent some envoys there. A letter written in an Oriental language. I haven't the slightest idea what it says.
All right, I think we have well examined this place. I'm gonna consume that because I don't know what happens when I run out, but we'll find out. All right, I think we're good to go up to the... Wait.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
I think we're good to go up to the house.
It's like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
I feel like the Eyes Wide Shut music should be playing.
His manor at the top of a rocky outcrop.
Night, streamer gods. Take care. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Brand new episode of Garbage, 9 o'clock. Yo. Kratos.
Impressive.
It's pretty cool.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche.
Thanks, Fizz.
You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
During a confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Each confrontation displays an interface showing how much the person you are talking is convinced. Talking to.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right.
That's right.
I shall see her tomorrow then.
Yeah.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
I'm trying.
Only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is commendable. But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
You don't want to know. Professional secret. You know, I could probably say Golden Order, and it's fine.
My mother and I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden Order, which I joined a few years ago.
Secret.
Mother trained me, and I assist in her research. In other words, you can trust me.
My child, you are telling a perfect stranger that you and your mother work for a secret society.
Yeah, it sounds crazy,
it would
right?
seem that discretion is not one of your specialities, my son.
Damn.
You will understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
Damn it. Shit. That's fine.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I almost chose the professional secret one.
I hesitate.
I wanted to see what he said.
Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Depends on what it contains.
Only you know that, Your Eminence. If you're asking me if you can trust me, or if I can keep a secret, I would answer yes. Absolutely.
I understand.
In truth, it all depends on the nature of the contents of your letter.
It is a list of names.
This list must be of extreme importance.
See,
You knew. It's a list of people that your mother
I told
must
him a
help.
very deep secret. He must return in
Listen
kind.
to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother would read it?
Confrontation last step. For the last step of a confrontation, you must convince the person you are talking to. You must convince the person you are talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until you either give a right one or you have no blunders left. Sure. Can you promise to me before God that no one other than your mother will read it? Yes.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Yeah, I don't even believe you.
Listen, let's stop there.
He did, though.
I'm going to tell you a secret.
That's good.
Monsieur de Riche. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
His
Well
chin's
played.
weird.
I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to
This
look.
whole neck situation is weird. Of course, I'm looking at faces all different ever since fucking Game Face. I'm shook. Hidden elements. Many clues and items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventure, so do not hesitate to look for them. Let me take a look here at, let's eat some royal jelly just right in front of everyone. I want to look at my inventory. So we've got the art of knowing people by their physiognomy. Excuse me. A method by which to analyze individuals based on their physical appearance, notably their facial characteristics. Mysterium Cosmographicum. Scientific essay combining the most precise astronomic observations with advanced mathematical notions. We've got Mortimer's invitation. We've got Piaggi's letter, which we're not supposed to read. The letter from my mom on the pier. We got her bag. All right. Okay. Physiognomy. Excuse me.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men.
Take the book. Yes, take the book. This game looks great. I'll tell you that much. Looks fucking amazing. I'm almost feeling like I want to get coffee and just take my time with this. It's not that I'm avoiding God of War. I'm tired today. Devil's Thorn grants you the exalted state. You temporarily see the immunities and vulnerabilities affecting a dialogue choice in a conversation. You cannot carry more than 5.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
I love games like this. Holy shit! Dude, they always use, like... I can't speak for that one over there, although I'm pretty sure I've seen that in person. I'm pretty sure those are both Caravaggios. And I feel like that they use those in games a lot. I don't know what that one is, but it's fucking rad.
Maybe I should introduce myself to the other guests first.
Saturn eating his son. I know I've seen it before. I know I've seen it before. That's a Goya. Oh, that's why I've seen it before. There's a really cool Goya that I always wanted in my house, but then I was like, if I put that in my house, nobody is ever gonna want to, like, come over. Yeah, my favorite Caravaggio, it's it's actually my start screen on my laptop. It's Judith beheading Holofernes. I saw that at a museum once, and I just stood there for hours just staring at it because it's so crazy to look at. Alright. Do they give you... Ooh. Ooh, it does!
Saturn devouring his son. Good God, how awful.
No, it's amazing.
Everything in this painting is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this.
I love it.
Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility.
I've seen that one too.
Surprising for an entrance hall.
I like going to art museums.
Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
What a great one to put in this game so far.
Fall of the Damned by Rubens. The man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss.
That's very cool. I like that. That's awesome. Yeah. Aw, shoot. I always hated curriculum-based art in school for those reasons. I understood teaching technique, but, like, to put a grade on a piece of art seemed like it was missing the point entirely to me. What is this? What is going on here?
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
The LACMA? Yeah, I've been there. That was a pretty cool trip. I'm just looking around. I'm just taking in the scenery here. I'm pulling a Tina right now. That shit is amazing. Here we have Lord Gwyn. Cast in bronze. 300 feet
I thought
tall.
my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simple.
Hey, Colgate, thanks.
George Washington,
For the 20 months.
President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President.
Sip.
Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you'll forgive my indiscretion?
A letter.
Oh, nothing special. His Eminence had an envelope to give to my mother, initially.
I didn't mean
Because
to
your
say
mother
it!
was supposed to join us.
That's right. She arrived a few weeks ago.
Several weeks at Lord Mortimer's. She must be a special guest.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all
I
the
have like
good
5
will
letters in my pocket.
Stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself,
I'm on
sir.
autopilot right now. Whatever.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer. But I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly,
We're here for an
Monsieur
orgy?
Durocher, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Well, we're in a secret society. Invent something that's...
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
Two members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
I refuse to believe that that woman would have laughed at that joke. Georgie, on the other hand,
Seriously, though,
solid.
I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Dothraki garbage. Thanks for the 7 months.
Good Lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother.
Yikes.
He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat. Very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer. So don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
How long has he been preserved
And now,
like
my
that?
dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
They just don't want anything
Please
to do
feel
with
at
him. Yeah.
And you, sir?
If I
Dude.
stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Dude, I want to know what's going on with the fucking YouTube makeup tutorial over here. I gotta know what your fucking story is, man. You look awful.
My vision is more important. Let's follow home.
I'll follow you, sir. Mr. Washington, I hope to speak with you at greater length on another occasion. Emily, please excuse me, but I would like to speak to Sir Holm. I shall see you later.
My friend, I hope our dear Giovanni is well.
The troubles in France have fatigued him, but he will recover slowly. Do not fear. He apologizes for remaining in Rome. The voyage was too much for him.
And right he was, too. The mildness of the Mediterranean, eh? Come, sit down and have something to eat, my friend. You look rather pale.
So, you want to talk?
Excuse me, sir. I have been neglecting my duty. I haven't introduced myself. Sir Gregory Holm, an old friend of Lord Mortimer's.
A real pleasure, sir.
You who must be well used to the court of France. How do you find this peaceful little haven?
Charming if I hadn't come here for disturbing reasons.
Yes, I heard the news. What a story.
Indeed. I wanted to ask you,
Where do you buy your makeup?
would you have any information about the disappearance of my mother?
Very little, I'm afraid, my young friend. Your mother came at the invitation of Lord Mortimer. Then, one fine day, we couldn't find her anywhere.
That's it?
As I said, I don't know very much. Lord Mortimer had the entire area searched immediately. We found no clue as to her disappearance.
What's up, Nigma?
But I am convinced that as soon as Lord Mortimer becomes available, he will explain the situation.
Thank you for your answers, Sir Holm. But I beg your pardon. I get the impression I know you. Have we met?
Except in my dreams, of course.
Not that I remember, young man. Perhaps you're mistaking me for another member of the Chamber of Lords. And what with the wig and the powder, it wouldn't be the first time.
No, you were definitely the one I saw threatening my mother.
I thought... Never mind. It'll come back to me. Would you
God
allow me one
damn.
last question, sir? I don't want to take up all your time.
Please, go ahead. What do you want to know?
Do you know the reason for my mother's presence here?
I haven't the slightest idea, no. She was invited by Lord Mortimer.
But you don't know why?
Well, not really. I was given to understand that your mother was looking for something.
And do you know how long my mother and Lord Mortimer have known each other?
Several years, I believe. They seemed to know each other for quite a while. But it was the first time that Lord Mortimer had invited her to join us here.
Good. And finally, would it be possible for me to speak with Lord Mortimer this evening?
I'm terribly sorry. No, he really is quite unavailable. But please rest assured that everyone is doing their best to find your mother.
All the same, it's not the Chateau de Versailles. It can't be that difficult to find her.
Worry not, my son. I am persuaded that we shall find the famous Sarah de Riche. No doubt with new adventures to share, huh?
What is going on over there?
No!
What the... What is wrong with Tilda Swinton?
I should have insisted that you rest in your room.
Shinji Tama, thanks for subbing.
To call someone?
Welcome.
Let me handle this. I'm used to this kind of thing.
Am I, though?
Miss, can you hear me?
Leave me.
Fucking D. Antwort.
Her breathing is becoming stable and... her heart rate, too.
Pale complexion, thin, broken nails, an enormous scar on her temple, tattoos on her hands. I don't know what happened to you, Missy, but it looks like you've been through hell.
Flex Retro, thanks for the 18 months.
Can you tell me something about her?
Who is she?
Who is this young lady?
Elizabeth Adams. She's come to the island for a course of treatment, to rest.
For a course of treatment?
That's right. The sea air can do wonders. Are you all right, Elizabeth? Do you feel any better?
When did she arrive?
God!
4 days ago.
Okay. My mother had already gone missing.
She's kind of dressed like my mother. What's going on here?
She's just regained consciousness and she immediately reaches for her brooch?
Yeah, it's
I don't
important.
know exactly what it means to her, but obviously it's got to be something important.
Are you all right, Elizabeth? You gave us quite a fright.
Take it easy, miss.
Let me... I just need to get back to my room.
Of course, my dear. Go ahead. You saw it, didn't you?
Pardon me?
Il segni della bestia.
Sorry, Your Eminence. I don't speak Italian.
Forget it. It doesn't matter.
Gentlemen, it's getting late. It is time for everyone to go to bed. It has been a long day.
It's all the more delicate.
I'll see what I can do, but the case I'm on at the moment might well leave me with very few opportunities.
What is your deal?
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
What do I see? What am I looking at?
Oh, it's naughty to tell lies. Bet my life that you were talking about something totally different from the decoration of the manor. But to find out what, I should have stayed with them. Too bad.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
I agree.
So, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
You.
Just mentioning Elizabeth totally changed Washington's attitude.
He knows who she
Looks
is.
like he just saw a ghost.
Yeah.
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Washington looks surprised, but Holmes doesn't seem to see it. I wonder if he's being polite or if he really doesn't see his discomfort.
Do you think this guy, like, sees discomfort? Would you fucking look at him? He can't tell that we're all freaked out by him in general. You're the worst detective ever, man.
You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Now I know why they wear the masks.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room?
You know, we should find my room first, and then I'm gonna take a break, but Dothraki Garbage with that 7 months, Orgy Craigasm. Shinji Tama, thank you so much for subbing.
Welcome to the Church of Skinned Teen.
Flex Retro with 18 months, Kippers for Breakfast, Beakeroni with 7 months. This game feels like it was directed by Tim Burton. It's weird. I like it. I'm gonna make a cup of coffee or something when I get done on the
Duchess
break.
Emily Hillsborough.
That's her room, I guess. This is a hell of a place. Holy shit.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte. Monsieur Jacques Perreux.
We get it, you're French.
Decorum Guide.
Dude, I'm all about book collection. Golden Elixir. Let's just take a bit of a look around here.
A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
Maybe I'm missing some stuff. Parts like this kind of make me think of those Sherlock Holmes games that I've been playing. They're not quite as good, or it's not quite as good yet, but the hook is still like... I'm waiting for the hook still. It's too early to tell. It's too early to judge. Reading the books eventually will get me, like, bonuses, like perks.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
The Sherlock Holmes games are great. I love them. I got another one lined up to play eventually. You know, I finished God of War. That game that's pissing me off. There's no notation. I want to know. Can't pick up the books.
Huh, that's me.
Hey, it's my room. Make sure we're not missing anything.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Great. Great, I'm next to that guy. Night checkers. Get Raisin Man back on screen soon. Hang on, I got you. I got you. I can do that. Who's at the end of this hall? This is a huge fucking house.
President George Washington.
Shit. Wow. Oh my god, there's a whole fucking... Whoa. I can't go up the stairs, though. Shit. Alright, so we are close to What's-Her-Face, and we're across the hall here. This house is incredible. I would sleep here. I guess. Whoa.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust. What should I do?
Dude, fuck Piaggi. What do you guys think? What should we do? Piaggi already is side-eyeing us because we keep saying the wrong thing. Do we betray his trust fully? Or do we open the letter? Or unseal it? Keep it sealed? I'm gonna let you guys help me with that. Leave it closed. One person says open it. I'm gonna leave it closed. I'm gonna leave it closed.
Damn. Can't wait to open it, but
now granted,
I gave my word to Piaggi, so too bad. I'll wait until I hand it to Mother.
I will say...
Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
This room is amazing. There it is! That's not it. That's a different one.
Judith beheading Holofernes. Ironic in a way, when you know that the artist represented himself as Judith beheading her mentor, who had raped her.
That's a different one, though. It looks different. There's a couple of iterations of this one. The one that I've seen... I've seen this one. This is by... I can't say this name. Artesima Gentileschi. It's not the Caravaggio one, but it looks amazing too. This one looks like not Alex Jones. It does not look like Alex Jones. Although, hang on, let's just put this up on the screen. Ah, yes, fine art. Fine art indeed. This is the one that I've seen. This is the one that I like. Right there. Okay. Neat.
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son.
That looks incredible. Shit.
Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. The Conversion of St. Paul by Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome.
Like, the detail that Caravaggio had was, like, the most stunning part of it. I could geek out for a bit. Leave it. Wait, do I have unlock abilities? I don't. Subterfuge is not my experience.
Inferno by Dante.
Ooh.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Take it.
Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Amber crystals.
Yeah! Don't leave the room. Carmelite water gives you the focus state. Your next skill use will cost no effort. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yikes. Jesus, fuck! Saucy. Episode 1, off the coast of England. Was that the end of it? I went up to the manor. I placed together my mother's movements when on the docks. I convinced Piaggi to trust me with his letter. I met Mr. Washington. I chose to join Sir Holm in the small salon. I found a strange book on the quay. I noticed a strange talisman around Adams's neck. I observed Sir Holm. I could have remained in the Grand Hall. That might actually be it. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe not. I feel like it's not. I feel like there's got to be a little more. Don't tell me. Conviction, diversion. I want occultism. Mutant Wolfsbane, thanks for the 8 months of subscribing. Welcome back. Here you can choose what to read during the adventure. Each manuscript you read confers skill points at the end of the quest. Let's go for the... Art of knowing people by their physiognomy. Their physiognomy. Okay. Start quest. I'm gonna stop it right here and take a break. This clearly it keeps going, which is good. That's nice. We probably got a bit more left in it before. That seemed like a place to not end immediately. There's got to be some kind of cliffhanger. This is an episodic, so there's 5 parts. I think this first one is a couple of hours, so I've probably got a bit more time with it.